Hi, I'm Jessie Ahmet, your host of Valley News Now. So excited today. We have the second annual Asian Night Market coming up, and I have Shayna. Now I said it wrong. I did just exactly what I said. Will you say it for me?
Karuman.
Karuman, thank you. Shayna Karuman and Panara Kim. Thank you so much. I am so excited to have you guys here today to find out more about the Asian Night Market. So if you would like to tell us about what it is.
So the Asian Night Market is meant to highlight local Asian businesses and kind of like lift them up and give them a chance to show their wares and show what they bring to the community.
I love that. That is wonderful to shine that spotlight and so we can see what is all going on in the community. Is there anything you'd like to add about the night?
Yeah, I think it's really exciting that this is happening overall, but especially in the month of May, which is nationally known as AAPI Heritage Month.
Yes.
It's just a great opportunity locally to really tap into that celebration and that nationally recognized holiday. So yeah, we're excited to bring a really significant and relevant topic of like entrepreneurship and small businesses and supporting AAPI people to our area locally.
Oh, I love that. And it takes a lot of effort to do that. So I appreciate that on behalf of the whole community that we want to see, all these things that are being done in our community that maybe we don't know about. So we're going to go to Facebook here. And Shayna, I'm going to let you kind of run if you want to go to Instagram, Facebook, whatever, and we can just talk a little bit more. So this is the Facebook event page. So this is where you can learn more too. I love to show people while we're online because they're online watching and then they can just pop over here.
Yeah, so one of the great things about social media, if you're forgetting that an event comes up like most people do, feel free to go on Facebook or Instagram, whatever platform you have, and mark that you're interested, or if you know that you can go, feel free to mark going, and then that way it'll give you a little chirp the day of to be like,
I love that.
Show up at Plains Army Museum,
right? So
you don't forget.
Yeah, so let's give a little where and when too.
Yeah,
so it's at the Plains Art Museum.
We've got the Plains Art Museum, which is in downtown Fargo, really close to your classic favorites like the OB, like Valhalla, the courthouse. Plains Art Museum. It's going to be start at 5 p.m., go all the way into 8:30 p.m.
Nice.
You can meet your hosts. There's myself here, Sacred, Mauricio, Panara Kim, and Hannah Floor. All four of us are organizers, and we're partnering with the Plains Art Museum, and not listed on here, but VCC, which is Voices of Creative Change Initiative.
Great.
If you have any questions, you can go to the discussion panel. We are taking volunteers at this time, but mostly what we're here to ask for is your attendance.
Nice.
If you're curious about any of the vendors that are going to be there, we have made these awesome posts about each vendor that we're having this year. There'll be about 25 vendors spanning from restaurants to services to, at-home DIY kind of style businesses. So there'll be really anything for everyone here. Food,
we
art.
always like the food.
Yeah. Panara can talk a little bit more about what you can expect to see at the night market.
So there's going to be a lot of fun things going. We have a little passport we do where it encourages you to like go to the businesses and get a little stamp from them. And
I love that.
That enters you into a raffle for prizes you could win at the end.
Well, we always like that too. And it's just kind of fun to then get to make sure that you see everybody. Sometimes you get talking and you don't always get to all the places, and you really want to do that. I mean, what you've got here is just fantastic. I'm going to go back and just show a couple of the vendors again. And like you said, volunteers, but really what you're really wanting is people to come, first of all. But if you want to volunteer, a lot of times people will ask, how can I get involved? So is Facebook the best way, or Instagram?
Facebook, we have right now 514. So it's a great place to mark your reservation if you're a little bit apprehensive about going alone. It's a great place to see if somebody in your friend group is already planning on going. So we recommend going on Facebook, but if you don't have Facebook, we also have an Instagram who has a lot of cool stuff going on. Basically the same thing as Facebook, but as we know, there's a million platforms nowadays.
Right.
So basically
you got to be on everything, right?
Yeah. We try and post in our stories, we try and promote other cool events, and we have a really cool feature that has about your host. So if you're curious about who we are or why we kind of got
I would
into
love
this
to hear a little
stuff,
bit more about each of you, actually.
you can scroll through that as well. So I'll let Panara introduce himself.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah,
All
so
right.
I'm Panura Kim. I'm originally from Burnsville, Minnesota.
Okay.
And I go to school here at NDSU. I just finished my third year architecture.
Oh, rock on. Almost there, man.
Yeah, and I'm just super happy with this community. It's been so welcoming, and
good.
I'm glad to be able to host an event like this for everyone.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, and congratulations on getting so far in college already. One more year, man, right? And then you're done. And I'd love to hear about you as well.
My name is Shayna. As I was introduced, I've lived in the Fargo community. This is my 6th year.
Okay.
I'm actually from Boston, but my parents are from Singapore and Malaysia.
Okay,
So
neat.
Southeast Asian representation is great to have in
Yes.
this area. But all through my life, I feel like this event is a really great opportunity to bring the representation that I was hoping to have growing
Yes.
up in places like North Dakota, Pittsburgh. I've just been all across the U.S. and getting to do this event is really healing for me because I get to meet
Wonderful.
a lot of other Asian Americans and learn about the success that they've met and get to work with other young people and bring together our goals and invite the community to witness them too.
To witness them, yes, absolutely perfect. You're obviously very good at this, very well spoken. I think you should just take over the interview completely, honestly. So, coming from a bigger city, how has I'm just curious, how has North Dakota Fargo been as far as inclusivity? As far as I know we aren't the most diverse population. So, what does it feel like to be here?
I think it can kind of be a really complex environment. Some places feel more open than others.
Yeah.
For me personally, one of the largest inspirations to host an event like this, the urgency and kind of like the motivation, was seeing some of the anti-Asian hate after the shootings in Atlanta and after a lot of violence took place after COVID-19 against Asian Americans. So I wanted to channel that in kind of a positive way to celebrate what we do have to claim for our culture and just how integrated we are in American culture. I think a lot of people can think of immigrants as outsiders typically,
Right.
when in actuality, my family contributes and has been in this community, and I've been in this community for a while.
Yes.
And so trying to take something negative and really find a positive in it is
That's wonderful.
this event I view as a place to create relationships, expand your friendships, get to know your neighbors, and not only get to know them but support them through
Yes.
buying their products, through
Right.
taking their business card, through sitting down at a table and meeting someone new.
Yes, that is the hugest thing. You couldn't have said it better, but making those relationships, and so a night like this where we can meet people, we can see what businesses are around and make friendships, because I really feel like two people sit down together and hear each other's stories, you can't help but have a connection, right? And it just
Exactly.
dissipates any of those other things, and gets rid of that hate. So you're doing that. I mean, that's what you're doing right now in our community, and it's so appreciated, and I'm so proud to have you guys on today.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you'd like to share?
Uh,
I just want to make sure I give plenty of opportunity.
no, I think we've hit pretty much every nail on the head.
Okay,
I think
awesome.
one more thing
Yes,
I'll
please.
say is that our event is open to everybody. Just want everybody to know that it's not specifically for Asian Americans. The whole entire community is invited to get to know the vendors, to get to know us, to learn more about the Plains Art Museum. There'll be a really great art exhibition also
Oh,
by the
great.
Plains Art Museum, which is curated and selected by their staff, specifically showcasing Asian American
Wonderful.
art, as well
Yes.
as we have a student art section that's kind of facilitated by Sacred herself, and
Oh,
that's
cool.
mostly going to be student art from the community, the Tri-College area. So if you're interested in art specifically, that's the theme for this year. And to really reiterate the everyone's invited, we also will be having a kids table and music.
fun.
So we want to make this event available to people with kids, families, singles, whatever age, whatever, familiarity with Asian American culture. We really want everyone to feel welcome to join in on the night. So definitely bring your friends, bring your neighbors, bring your spouses, bring anyone really, and we hope that we can bring you a really safe and educational night.
I love it. I couldn't love it more. I mean, you are just modeling what we want to see in our community, which is welcoming everyone, and making everyone feel a part of something bigger than themselves, and that, we can get to know each other on a personal level, and that just changes everything. So thank you so much, Shayna. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. And it's the Asian Night Market. It's May 26th. What time? 5 to 8?
5
5
to
to
8
8.
5 to
p.m.
8. So right after work, you can just head right over there. There's going to be food. Like she said, kids and everyone is invited to take a look at the Asian Night Market, 2nd annual. So you guys have been at this already for a year. Can't wait to see how it grows and grows every single year. We appreciate it. Thank you so much. And as always, you can catch us on valleynewslive.com and our YouTube channel. Just search Valley News Now, and also on our app, VNL News.